Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Creative State of Mind with Casey, where I show you how to create beautiful DIYs and more on a budget. If that is something that you are interested in, please hit that subscribe button so you can see more content just like this and to be notified every time I upload a new video. In today's video, I will show you how I turned an ordinary wood table into a beautiful table that anyone would love. I will also show you 3 ways you can transform pine cones into 3 beautiful decor pieces that would look great in any home. For my first DIY project, I will show you how I transformed a plain table into a beautiful table. I first sanded down all the legs on the table. I couldn't sand down the top because it had vinyl on top of it. So when I was done sanding down the legs, it was time to spray paint my table. I chose the color matte clamshell for the new color of the table. I also got some assistance from my husband when it came time to paint the table. My husband is a real craftsman and jack of all trades, so of course he knows how to spray paint better than me. So whenever he is available to help me with my projects, I'll let him. So after my husband was done spray painting the table, we let it dry for the remainder of the day. When it was done drying, we brought the table back in and my husband inserted the new knobs that we bought from Home Depot for about $3. After the knobs were inserted, the table was complete. I really love this project because I use this table now for displaying all my DIY projects on. And I found this table at a thrift store before this whole pandemic started, and I believe I bought it for less than $40. And I know if I were to buy something like this at the store, it would be at least $80 or more. And I spent half of that for this DIY project. So I was very happy with that. For my next DIY projects, I will show you how I use pine cones from my yard to create 3 beautiful spring decor pieces for your home. Now, of course, the first thing you will need to do is collect your pine cones for this project. And for me, I got mine from my yard, so it was simple. Okay, for my first DIY pine cone project, I will show you how I created this frame pine cone decor piece that you will love. So after you have all of your pine cones collected, you will need to break them in half. Now, since this project was kind of last minute to me, I did not have all the tools that I needed. So to break my pine cone in half, I'll be using an old shirt so I don't get pricked by the pine cone when I go to break them apart. Now, this test was simple for the most part, but you do need to use some strength to break your pine cones apart because they are hard and tough. Now, when I did my research, I learned many people use pruning spears to cut them in half. So hopefully the next time I do a project with pine cones, I can have some of those to help me. Now, after all of your pine cones are broken in half, I will spray paint them in a variety of spring colors. After my pine cones are done drying, I will arrange them to my picture frame that I bought from the Dollar Tree, and I will hot glue them down the way I want. So once I have all my pine cones hot glued to my frame the way I want, I'm done. I really love this project because it was super simple and budget friendly, and it's something I can display all around my house all spring. For my next pine cone DIY project, I will basically do everything I did with my last project, except for this project, I don't need to break my pine cones in half because I will be creating a pine cone bouquet. So to create my bouquet, I just reused my milk can that I used in a previous video. Now to create a bouquet, I will need to hot glue some sticks to the bottom of my pine cones so they will be able to stand in my milk can. Once my pine cones are arranged the way I want them, I'm going to add some glitter branches from my craft stash that are the same color of my pine cones. Then to give it another extra dose of cuteness, I will add a cute bow to go around my milk can. I picked this ribbon up from Michael's, and as you see, it was from their Easter collection. And right now, I believe all their Easter decor is like 70% off. I think that's what I read on the email. And they are doing curbside pickup at this time. So if you want some really cheap Easter decor to use next year, head right over to Michael's. To create my bow, I'm just going to hot glue some ribbon around my milk can. Then I'm going to take another piece of ribbon and fold it into threes. Then I'm going to take some jute string and tie it around the middle and fluff it out so it looks like a bow. And I wanted it to have tails, so I'm going to cut another piece of ribbon and make some ducktails at the end with it. And then I'm going to use one of my extra pieces of jute string and tie it around the middle to add to my bow. And then I'm going to hot glue it to the piece of my ribbon that I already have on my milk can. This was definitely one of my favorite DIY projects I did with the pine cones because it was so beautiful and just different, because instead of using flowers to make a beautiful floral arrangement, you can use pine cones and they are just as beautiful. So I really love this project, and I will definitely also be keeping it up in my house, around the house, all spring. Now for my last DIY project, I think this is the most simple DIY project I have ever done. With my leftover pine cones that I did not put in my arrangement or on my frame sign, I'm just gonna simply throw them into a basket and just put them in a basket to be displayed on the table. As simple as that. You can arrange them however you want, put them in whatever kind of basket you want, and just, you know, display them. You can even put them in a vase if you want to, a clear vase. So that's pretty simple. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Again, I loved all of these projects. I think my favorite one, well, I have two, my table and the bouquet, because of course I use my table to display my DIY projects, and it was so beautiful. And it's been something that I wanted to do for a while, you know, upcycling. I think I can really, you know, get into that. Like I said, my husband is a craftsman. There's nothing that man cannot do. So I really want to get into upcycling. So yeah, so I was really excited for that project. But again, these projects were so beautiful to me and so simple to create. Again, the pine cones, that was so simple, easy, and budget friendly. It was like I spent little to nothing doing those projects. So I hope you guys liked it as much as I did creating it. Again, if you liked this video, go subscribe to my channel, Creative State of Mind with Casey. Give me a big thumbs up and leave me a nice comment. Until next time, bye.